ordinary people like me and you, it's really easy to make a fool of us. And the simple reason is we are too involved in our own lives and our needs that we generally don't bother to think deeply about what's happening in politics and media around us. And that's the only reason why politicians and businessmen use media to influence our way of thinking and the way we look at what's happening globally or internationally. The thing is, guys, if we ordinary people are simple, innocent folks who are more involved in our own lives, it's a good thing actually. It's a good thing in the sense that this world is still worth a living. This world is still a livable place because we ordinary people, we are innocent. If we all became shrewd like the big politicians and businessmen are, this world will no longer be a place worth living. Anyway, friends, this video and my other video, small business, how and what, these two videos are in continuity with each other. In this video, what I want to explain is how we ordinary people are being duped twice. Double jeopardy. That's what the right word would be. Most of us work in industries, business or public business industries, or industries which provide services to the people. A service industry or any manufacturing industry. The thing is, what I want to say is that we people are workers in various jobs, and all we get paid are meager salaries. The government is step by step privatizing everything that was originally owned by it. And the only reason why this is being done is the businessmen who are getting the contracts for running those industries, they are financing the politicians who are running the government in their elections. Say 100 politicians pool a bit of their money and support one politician, and that politician wins the election. The same politician formulates rules and regulations which benefit many more times the businessmen who have supported him. And how those businessmen are supported? We are told that the privatization is a process of cutting costs for the government. Well, that's nothing but crap. The only thing that is cut in the name of privatization is the take-home pay that we ordinary people take home. The money that we get paid for doing our jobs. That is the only thing which is cut. The margin of profits that the businessmen make who run the organizations for government, if you were given a look into their accounts, you'll see how much money they are making. Every time there's a recession, it's ordinary people like you and me who lose our jobs. While those big businessmen, they have got enough money in their bank accounts that their next 10 generations don't even need to work and they'll still survive. The only thing that's happening is by privatizing various agencies, what government has done is government is still spending the same money, and the businessmen are still using the same people to run those jobs. The only thing is that happening is that those people are getting paid less. Now imagine this, if the same industries are run by the government, ordinary people who are working there, it will be still the same people who will work to run those industries, those undertakings. But the money that is being paid to the middlemen or the businessmen who are the owner of those organizations who have got the contracts for running those services, that money will be saved from going into one pocket, and that money can actually be distributed among us in the sense, in the form of better pays. The government will still be paying the same amount of money to run the same industry as it is paying now. The only thing is that that money, the share of which was going as profit into private hands, that will actually end up being distributed among the people who are actually working on ground or in those industries. Our salaries will increase. The only thing that is being done over here is we are being made poorer and more poorer. The thing is, we are being slowly degraded into workers. Have a look around us. Have a look around yourself. Doesn't matter what job you are doing, but the only thing you'll see is employees getting wages. How many people own their own businesses anymore? And how many people can dream of owning a business considering the prices of real estate and other associated stuff? The thing is, people, that we are being duped. We are being duped in our salaries. We are getting paid less for the work that we are doing. We are the ones who are working hard, and the private businessmen are the ones who are making most of the profit. And we are the ones who will suffer during recession, and those businessmen will suffer nothing. The other thing is, if you look at the cost of living, it's increasing. Things are getting pricier. That's one thing. Real estate is getting pricier. That's another thing. But look at the interest rates. Your mortgage, because the real estate has ballooned with its prices, you need a bigger mortgage. And look at the interests on mortgage. I took a loan, a personal loan worth $10,000 6 months ago. And in those 6 months, the interest rates have increased 3 times. Now it's at a ridiculous amount of 15%. 15% per annum. Well, you can imagine how much I'm paying as interest. But that's the story of everybody. The interest rates are increasing. Your mortgage is getting out of your pocket, out of your range. The mortgage is increasing. The interest on car loans is increasing. Everything you buy as a rental thing, you are paying much more interest now. And your salaries are not increasing as much as they should have been. In fact, your salaries are just enough to barely help you survive. Where is all the money going? Into the private hands. The hands which do nothing. We are the ones who are the people who are actually working on ground, and they are the ones who are making profit, and they are the ones who are safe in recession, and we are the ones who will be looking for jobs if there's another recession, and we are the ones who will be committing suicides because we cannot support our families. We are being fleeced. We are being duped when we are paid our salaries. That's the first stage we are duped. The second stage we are duped is when the government takes the tax out of it. The taxes which always increase. I'm sure none of you have ever heard tax rates going down. Tax rates have only always increased. So we are being charged twice for working hard. We are getting paid less at one end so that the businessmen make more profit, and then the government takes a lot out of our pockets as tax. And think of it, the interest rate increases that the banks are doing. Who is that interest rate increase going to help? The employees that work in those banks, they will still be getting paid the same salary, but all that money will go into the coffers of the owners of the banks, which are again private organizations, run and owned by a few individuals. And they are the ones who will get rich, while we ordinary people will suffer. But there's a very simple solution to undo all this thing. And we don't even need a revolution for it. Nothing. No bloodshed, no bullets, no revolution. All peacefully and all legally. Without even breaking a sweat. Because it's all in our hands. How we can do that? Watch my next video. Small business, how and what. And I'll explain it in that. Thanks for watching.